Howdy, I'm Tim, the Suburban Dad. And yes, you see before me Booker's 2021-04 batch, No Strangers. Super excited to have found it, and I'm looking forward to trying it with you today. So, let's get to it. So I figured since my last Booker's review video, the story was so popular among all of you, that I'd regale you with a full story this time. So what happened was I called the liquor store and they had it. So my wife went and picked it up for me and I had it. There. Short and sweet. 2021-04, the last batch of 2021, comes in at 124.4 proof. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Signature Booker's box and bottle with the wax and the ribbon and the special label. I'm always intrigued to see what the new Booker's batch label is going to be. They typically, you can find out what the next year's batches are going to be called. They release them online. At least I've seen them posted on Facebook. I'm not sure exactly where people find this information, but try Googling it. I'm sure it'll pop up. There's already 3 batch names released for next year. We'll see if those are accurate. They were for this year. Anyway, so No Strangers. I'm looking forward to diving in. And if you can see, there's this little strand of wax attached to the cap still. I'm going to leave it on there as long as I can just because. Normally I just break those off because they're a little obnoxious, but I'm intrigued to see how long this one's going to last. All right. Any day with Booker's is a good day. So we'll let that breathe for a minute. So I must say the color on this one definitely is not as dark or rich looking as some of the other batches this year, like Tagalong or Bardstown. And yes, I'm using Glencairn today because it's Booker's, it's special. I want to take a good look at it, get a good smell. The color is average. It's not anything overly robust or amber. Just a light coppery color to it. It's got decent legs, so that's a good sign. Let's have a smell. Okay. On the nose, this one basically it reminds me of kind of a cross between Bardstown and Tagalong. It's got some fruit notes, some cherry, kind of like cherry pastry with some oakiness in there as well. A little bit of caramel, vanilla, a little bit of spice. Spiced cherry pie, if that were a thing. I'm going to have a sip of it neat, and then I do have some water. I'm probably going to add a couple drops just to open it up a little bit further to be able to appreciate all the flavors to it. So, cheers. I love high proof stuff, especially Booker's. 124.4 proof. That's not nowhere near the hottest that I've had. It's up there, but so far this does drink a little hot. Let's have another sip. Definitely get the spice, some cherry notes. So the nose carries over fairly well, but it's kind of hard to see as it's going down. I'm kind of breathing through my nose. I'm getting more of that pastry taste to it. But let's go ahead and add a couple drops of water to open it up a little bit more. Okay, so we'll let that open up. Yeah, so this opens it up a little bit more for sure. Really, that cherry note's coming through pretty strong. Kind of reminds me of Old Forester 1920, if Old Forester had a lot more spice to it. Because this one definitely is spicy. Yeah, cinnamon, strong cinnamon notes to me. Okay, let's have another taste. Adding the drops of water helps a lot. Really kind of mutes the alcohol burn and opens it up more. This one kind of reminds me of, again, just a mix of several different batches from this year. Fruit from Tagalong, spice from Bardstown, some oakiness and caramel from Donahoe's batch. Yeah, do you remember Donahoe's? First batch of 2021? Wasn't super popular, but it had some decent qualities to it. This one reminds me kind of a blend of all the above. Pretty good. It's pretty good. So for Booker's as a whole, I give it like a solid B rating. It's good. I think as it opens up a little bit more and has a chance to breathe, it'll be even better. It definitely does drink a little hot. Adding a couple drops of water helps for sure. It does have some fruit notes, some spice. Definitely not a disappointing Booker's by any means. I do want to talk about, though, the price of Booker's. Man, come on. I've only been into bourbon for almost 2 years now, and I feel like one of the old timers that was into bourbon before was cool, saying, oh, you could just find Pappy on the shelf for 50 bucks. Well, my very first bottle of Booker's, I got Granny's batch last June. Yeah, June 2020. I found it on the shelf for $73.99. Great price. A couple batches later, it went up a little bit more, and it went up a little bit more. Now it's up to 99 bucks most places. Like, if you can find it for under 90, that's doing really good. If you find it for under 80, that's a buy it right now situation. Do it. At 6.5 years old, yes, it's barrel proof, and I love Booker's, but man, it's really grinding my gears that they're jacking up the price so much. And finding it is not as easy either, because yeah, again, the first few batches that I was looking for, just found them on the shelf, could just walk right in and grab them. Now, every batch this year, I've had to be on the hunt, like knowing when it's coming out, constantly checking Facebook, constantly looking at grocery stores, liquor stores, calling to see if they got it. So it's still not terribly hard to find, but you definitely have to know when to make moves and when to look for it, because otherwise you will miss it. All in all, decent pour. I would say it's still worth the price tag, but Booker's, don't fail me now. Looking forward to all the 2022 releases. This is a good combination though. Fruit, kind of like pastry. It's good. It's definitely good. Stay tuned. Soon, I will be doing a blind tasting of all the 2021 batches of Booker's with a special guest. So, like this video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on all the good stuff coming. Until next time, cheers.